All right, so good morning. Let's get this party started. Oh, come on. This is something new that we've been having trouble with. For some reason, we can't get into the server screen. Takes a couple of tries and then it'll finally let you go in. I'm not sure if I need to go through and change my DNS settings or if I need to, if we need to restart the server or what the deal is. It might be on Microsoft side, we're not sure. So today, probably for the next hour or two, we are going to work on a moss farm. So we can tie that into our smoker array that's currently hooked up to our AFK fish farm. And what we can do is, so that way we're going to tie the bone meal portion into the smokers so we have permanent bone meal to a bamboo farm that will constantly feed the smokers all the time. So we'll always have smoked fish. And then what we'll also do, I think, is we'll give you a tour of what we've done so far. Give me a second here, let me turn this off. Alright, so let's start with I'll show you where the smokers are. So this is our smoker array. And it's already loaded with fish. And we have a storage silo here, which is full of the raw fish. And what I've done is I've set it up so that it overflows from the raw into the smoker array. And then the smoker array will have storage down here. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at behind here. Okay, so this is our storage silo. Basic storage silo, nothing fancy here. But we've got 4 double chests. And then it feeds into the overflow feeds into this over here. Right now we have it tied into a lava trash can over there. So that way it doesn't the system will never clog. Once all this backs up, it'll just keep flowing into the trash can. We don't have to worry about anything clogging up the system. So this is This is inside the chunk. So what I'm going to do is set it up so that the fish that feeds into the storage system there. As you can tell, it's already getting full. And then this line here feeds into the fuel side. So we're going to tie that all together. So this will be the fuel line, and then eventually what I'm hoping to do is tie the fuel line into our super smelter, which we also have over here. But for right now we have a manual fuel input. I'm hoping to change that. Over into the bamboo fuel, so that way we don't have to worry about keep filling this up with coal, even though coal is kind of abundant right now. It's not that big of a deal. So, and then this is storage from all the books that you get with an AFK fish farm. We have just a basic drop down. So this is what we're going to work on today. Probably going to have to figure out how we want to get back here. If I do the moss farm, we need to figure out how to get back here so that we can access the moss farm drops. I'm not so much worried about the bone meal, because the bone meal is going to go into the bamboo. So I'm not sure if maybe what we should do is do the bamboo farms here, and then maybe do the moss farm in another part of the base, because we have our wool farm down here. Now I could probably make a hallway here in that direction, over there, and lead that. I probably need to drop it down a few blocks, because right above us is the super smelter. But I can make a hallway to go back, and then have the moss farm in this area down here, in this corner over here, and then have an item elevator that brings the bone meal up into this area to feed the bamboo, to feed the smelter, to feed this. That's probably what I'm going to do. Just to kind of keep it all in one space. It's not really, it's out of the way. It's not really cohesive. It kind of cohesive, but you know, we don't really have to worry about having to tear anything out or anything like that. So let's see here. While we're kind of running around the base here, we'll show you. We got some cows. We like it, the cows. Steak is good. We got the sheeps, and we got the pigs. A little campfire out here. And then this is our apiary. We got the bees. This is the manual for the starter area. Now we have a manual flower farm. So we got the little flower, and then you just bone meal it. But I'm thinking, because I know I know behind this wall right here, there is a big cave. So I'm thinking what I might do is, like I said, the moss farm can be down here, and we'll have a little storage area, and then the item elevator will go up and over and drop into the bamboo farm, which will then feed everything, and we'll just tap into this line of hoppers right here for the fuel line. But that's kind of where I'm at. Oh, nuts! I'm out of stone. All right, let's see here. Let's see. All right, we'll have to bring some natural stone back and fix that door. My bad. But, yeah, no! Ugh, I just... Alright, so, yeah, we got some bone meal here and some flowers. Hello, bees. Hello, bees! And let's see here. We got some honey. A little bit of honeycomb. Alright. And now we'll take you into the main house here. That's the barn over there. I think I kind of walked you through the barn yesterday, but if not, that's cool. We'll go back over there later. We haven't really done any decorating in here, mostly because the cats destroy all the furniture, and we get tired of cleaning up their messes. So, if you come down here, we got a little basic area here. Nothing much, nothing serious. Little water bottles. The AFK fish farm makes this a whole lot easier because you get full water bottles from the fish farm, so we don't actually have to go out and make glass bottles and then fill them up with a cauldron. Oh, that's what I was going to do, drop the slime balls off. And then we have most of our ingredients just kind of hanging around. And then this is our basement. We have some wine. We're storing wine in here. It is not aged yet. Now, since this is a community area, we wanted to have fruits and veggies, so everybody can come in here and they can get potatoes, carrots, beetroot, and we that way nobody goes hungry. So when you come to our world and you start out, you can kind of get everything you need right off the rip before you go start your adventure in the world. And then we have wheat for days. Everything's right there, ready to go. And I showed you that. Basic storage area, nothing serious. Get some horse armor and some chorus fruit. We went to the end last night and we defeated the dragon. That was a group effort. And then we have more storage over here. Eventually what we'll do is we'll put signs on here with the glow ink and kind of let everybody know what we got. A lot of this is just drops from the AFK fish farm. And then this is a look into our cave here. We have a nice waterfall. we'll probably be doing a little bit more expanding into this area, but we haven't really come up with a plan yet. And then I have to make a enchantment table to put here so that we can start doing some basic enchants. And then this leads down to our skeleton spawner. Now I gotta give props to JC Plays. We took his design for a stray farm, and that's what we did. We managed to find a skeleton spawner, and we worked with the design a little bit, so it is now a stray farm. So this is the area where they come in and they hit the powdered snow, and then they sink. There's 2 blocks of powdered snow. That's the first block. They sink through that, and then there's a cobweb, and then another block of snow and another cobweb, because they need like 30 seconds in the snow. A regular skeleton needs like 30 seconds in the snow, and then it turns into a stray. I gotta close that off too. That's just an empty cave. We had to go through and light up the cave because from time to time we have noticed on our server that the spawner will actually stop spawning. If you stand here long enough, you'll hear the water, and then you'll hear the splash. That's when you know it's working. And then this is the spawner that we were working on. We're going to also work on. I've got to put in the item elevator that will shoot items up and then dump them in their respective storage silos. This one's arrows, this one's bones, and then this one is arrows of slowness, which is what you get from the strays. I hear them flopping around back there. Now it does take a minute because they have to drop through the powdered snow and the cobwebs. It does take a minute for it to start working once you actually stand in the zone. So just bear with us here. We'll see our first stray. There he is, right there. He's ugly looking, isn't he? And then we have this set up so it's a 24 and a half, 24 and a quarter. I'm not sure how, if the trapdoors are a quarter or a half. I'm not sure how they see that, but it is basically a one punch or one hit with a tool. So it works good with mending. Obviously, punch anybody with a stake and it takes forever, but we have it set up so basically it's a one hit with any of our tools for the mending, and Bob's your uncle. So I'm gonna mend up real fast here because I tried to work this last night, but the spawner wasn't spawning and I was getting frustrated with it. So let me mend up my Silk Touch because I use my Silk Touch pick like it's going out of style. And then I will be right back. I'm going to let this load up for a second here. So if you want to go grab a drink, grab a coffee because it's early. Now, I will be working, this is actually a collab channel, so I will be working with my brother Fuzzy Logic. He'll be on here pretty regularly on the channel. We'll be doing a lot of projects together. Currently, we're working on a village and Blackmore Keep, which is what I was digging out yesterday. So I'll take you over there as soon as we mend up this pick. I'll take you over there and we'll kind of walk around and see what he's been up to and go from there. And then, like I said, we'll start work on the moss farm. Now I got to give a shout out because I'm probably going to be stealing Silent Whispers moss farm design. It seems to be the most efficient one from what I can tell. Now I did look at Prowl's, the one that he did from Bedrock Guide Season 1. I like that design. It's very simple and seems to be pretty efficient for the most part. But I've used a lot of Silent Whispers designs in the past, and I never really had any problem with them. So we're gonna run with Silence first, and if that one doesn't put out like we want it to, then we'll probably go and take a look at Prowls and see if we can't duplicate or copy or come up with something on our own, and we'll go from there. Alright, we're almost there. We've got probably, I don't know, probably another 10 or so of these things that we gotta kill to get to all mended up. If you notice, all the bows are just kind of sitting here. We have actually maxed out the storage on this. And are going to have to actually come up with alright, there we go. We're all mended. So let's go, let's actually go down here and show you what we're working with for right now. And then see if we can't clean some of this stuff up. Bows, 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 bones. Here we go. Oh. Okay. So let's... Okay, so this is arrows. And this one is bones. Let's sort what we can here. Let's go dump some of this stuff. So my gaming buddy here, Charlie, has joined us today. So if you hear her hollering in the background, that's because she doesn't like what we're doing. She is a gaming expert at the age of 2. So bear that in mind, and she does get very forceful with it sometimes. You okay? Okay. Really need to get this thing automated so that we don't have to worry about doing this trash sorting thing. Because what we're gonna do is, you know, bows are easy to come by, so there's no sense in keeping them. We get sticks and strings out of the AFK fish farm, so there's really no sense in keeping them. We also get bows and hose out of the fish farm, so we can just Do you feel accomplished now that you're sitting up there? I have a very hard time seeing around you, Charlie. You are a pain, but you are not a window pane. Yeah? No. Yeah? You want me to go put socks on? Yeah? You say hello? Can you say hello? So Charlie is my 7th child. She is the youngest of all of them. Crap. And this is why we have extra. The oldest, my oldest child is turning 22 and the 13th of March. There we go. Yep, red, yellow, black. That's right. Yeah. Alright. Let's turn this. So the one parity I do like is when you get out of certain range. Is that a creeper? Okay. When you get out of range, all the mobs disappear. So that does come in handy if you don't want to actually fight, you just run away and they will despawn and then you can go back into the area. With this new mob spawning mechanic that they have, it really does work out because you can run out of the zone and then run back into the zone, and it takes about 10 to 15 seconds before any mob will start to spawn. So it gives you time if you're trying to get in and get stuff and go from there. So let's get some materials together. Mostly our thoughts. Let's try to get our thoughts together. And then let's, like I said, let's go ahead and put the moss farm in here. Because if we go that way over there, we know that's the flower farm. The cave for the flower farm's over that side. We have the super smelter up here. And then we have our smoker farm over that way, so it makes sense to go through here. So let's go ahead and silk touch these vines because I know Fuzzy wants the vines. So we'll go ahead and silk touch all these. I have a hoe, but I don't use her. And then we will punch a hole right here. And then we'll stair step our way down. Now, I don't know if I want to do the half slab because it takes so long to get down when you do the half slab, or if I want to actually just stairs, if I want to do the stair step, which is a whole lot faster. You get down faster. But I think the half step looks better. May not be functional, but it looks better. So let's see here. We're gonna need 10 blocks of height for Silence Moss Farm. 10 blocks above and then 1 block below based on your storage is what he says. So let's see here. So this floor is at 95. This floor is at 86. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably need to go down. Let's take it down to... Let's see here. 1, torches. It's dark down there. I'm getting scared of the dark. Now, we've got a lot of, let's see here. Oh, I got torches on me. Alright, you. Steak. Look at the steak. Ah, no, don't touch. There you go. Okay. Okay, so let's... I think that should be good. Drop it down to 80. Yeah. Yeah, I'm comfortable with that. We'll go ahead and start going this direction here. So the Silent Whisper Moss Farm design that I'm going with is able to have multiple modules. So we're actually going to set this up to be a 3-module setup. The one module is going to do flowers. Bless you. And then one module is going to do crimson, the crimson fungus. So we'll set that up with crimson nylium so we can start getting some of that. And then the other module will be the warped fungus. And then we'll have the flower farm. Flower farm and moss farm. Both are going to be able to produce bone meal. The flower farm is we can set that up to do the bone meal production, and then just set up the moss farm to do just moss. But for right now, let's dig this out. I think I'm going to, as I'm digging this out, I'm going to set up these, I'm going to mark out the storage for it, because the moss farm puts out some 64,000 items an hour when it's going full tilt. And that is a lot. And the flower farm is no slouch either. So we're going to go ahead and build a nice storage area. I think that's what we're going to do here. This is going to be the storage area first, since you don't really need to actually see the farms. And then we'll put the one farm on one side and then one farm on the other side behind the storage. Yeah. But let's see here. So 1, 2, 3. So that's going to give us 4. Okay, we need to bring this down. We need to bring this down 2 more so that we can have 5 chests worth of storage in the silos. I like using the storage silos because I think it looks prettier. It definitely does clean up rather than having chests just kind of hanging out all over the place. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. We'll bring the stairs down, and then we'll use a half slab here, I think, so we can keep the mobs from spawning. So stair, 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 and then we'll bring the stairs over this way. Yeah. And then, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be... I think, let's go ahead and... I gotta get this crap out of my inventory. Let's go ahead and just do this. Keep it... Okay. So, yeah, I see. So how many out of the one viewer that I have on, are you a parent? Okay, so that... Green, that's green. Alright, so we'll leave that. And then we gotta kick it out this way. So, really need to figure out what... So the moss farm does azalea bushes, moss carpet, moss blocks. But what else does it drop?
Blippi.
No, we're not watching Blippi. You can go watch Mickey Mouse? No? You tired of Mickey Mouse? You want watch Wreck-It Ralph?
Yeah.
You want to watch Ralph?
No.
No? Okay. Who do you want to watch? You want to watch Elsa?
No.
No Elsa? So when you're 2, you don't really like anything. But you kind of do. You just don't want to say it. Do you want to go watch Blippi? Blippi. So Blippi is the best friend. We like Blippi. If you have toddlers, I recommend him in small doses. I can only handle about an hour of Blippi a day before I get Blippi mental breakdown. There is no way that man is that energetic and happy without drugs. I wish I had half the energy that guy has when he's running around, keeping kids entertained. But he does a very good job of it. So when it comes to Blippi, we, since we know how Blippi makes his money on YouTube, it's with the ad revenues. So like and subscribe. And we help support Blippi by actually watching the ads on his channel. Now, as we slowly build this channel here, I would like for you guys to like and subscribe. Because the more people we get to smash the like button and get subscribed and get viewers going, the bigger this channel will grow, and hopefully we can actually start doing some cooler stuff. Some cooler builds to start keeping up with the big guys, you know? It is possible to do this YouTube thing. Obviously, it takes a while to get started, but once you get started, it really kind of works on its own. You just gotta keep it up. And we can't do that without you guys. So I greatly appreciate the one viewer I have. Please hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Follow me on Twitch. Aged Bear 1891. I am old. And we're going to go ahead and finish digging this out. Right after I go set up Blippi for Charlie. So give me a hot second here. We'll light this place up. We'll take a break. Go grab a coffee, and I will be right back, folks. Alright, so let's get cracking on this. Now, the storage silos that I'm going to be putting in, usually they are 3 wide by, depending upon how many chests I stack in the back of them, they're usually about 3 wide by like 7 deep. They're not really complicated, and I don't remember whose design they are, because I've been using them for a while now. But I messed around with the original design so that I could actually add extra chests. So the original design was like 3 wide by 3 wide, but it only had 4 double chests. I played around with the design a little bit, and I can now get it to up to 20 chests, 20 double chests worth of storage in almost the same amount of space without sacrificing too much. And the only downfall I have with the design is as it fills up, it will tell you, so it tells you when the, oh, we're gonna need some chests down here. As it fills up, what do we got? We got wool. Okay, let's go grab a chest. So it tells you when the first chest is full. We're gonna need. Let's go ahead and get one of these while we're here. And one of these. And we'll drop off this extra stuff here. I think they're over here. Yes, they're there. Alright, so as I was saying, the oh, no. Oh, you gotta be difficult. Okay, there we go. Yeah. As we as it fills up, it's easier to show you here. Do. Need to put some torches in here. I like the new lighting mechanic that doesn't allow mobs to spawn unless it's in 0 light, but at the same time, I'm old school and I still need light all over the place. Alright, so this is the original design. It puts the chest like this in one single layer, so basically, like I said, it's 3 wide by 3 deep, well, 4 deep. 3 deep, because you can get rid of this, put a solid block there, and then take the redstone signal out and go that way with it. But I changed the design and put a double chest down here, so that gives you an extra chest, because the original design was just this chest right here that poked out. I dropped it down, put another chest underneath of it, so you get a double layer. So the first chest here doesn't have a redstone, isn't actually being compared. It has no signal that feeds into this. It's not until this chest here, which is hidden, this chest gives you your first signal, and then it goes up from there, and then this chest, and then this chest. So, but when you stack extra chests behind it, so if I wanted to put another row to get another 2 double chests out of this, it would fill those up, but you wouldn't know that. It only counts the basically the last, so the lighting, the light meter is the last little bit of the actual storage is what it's telling you. So what we're gonna do here on this setup here, because there's going to be so many items that are going to drop, and I want to try to keep as much as I can. I think what we're going to do is do 20... I think we're going to do 25 chests. I'm sorry, let's see here. So this is... Alright, so the first chest is down there, so that's 1. And then 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so 25. I think we'll do 25 per silo. And then we'll just have to figure out how many silos we need. Now, the nice thing about the chunk farm, or the flower farm and the... So I'll make this 5 wide. And then we'll put another beam. The nice thing about the flower farm and the moss farm is they do not have to be chunk aligned. Which is good, because I hate chunk aligning stuff. That's the one thing in Bedrock that sucks, is chunk alignment. It makes life difficult when you're trying to build farms that you want to walk away from. But if you have to, if you're a console player. Now this is really just for console players who play on servers. Talk to your server admin and get them to download Prowl. Go to Prowl's Discord and download Prowl's resource pack, basically. And if you notice in the right-hand corner, you see this little thing that says Chunk Edge. Chunk Edge. So we don't have any like chunk lines where on the like the Java players and the PC players can do. We don't have that ability here on console, but what we do have is this add-on that Prowl put out, and it tells you where the chunk edge is, and it can also tell you where the chunk corners are. So that will make your life a whole lot easier trying to do this chunk aligning stuff, rather than having to do the glitch based, where you put the leaf piles down and you gotta look for the changing color, or all the different little tricks and doodads that we try to do chunk aligning on the console. So it's another thing. This is going to be solely we're playing Xbox One here. We're going to be a sole Xbox. I don't do PC gaming, mostly because I'm old and I don't really like playing on the PC. I use my PC for work, so when I actually want to play, I want to play on a console. Alright, so that'll be 1 cell, and then 1, 2, 3, that'll be 2 cells. We got the sheep farm over there, so I can't really put anything on this wall here. I mean, I probably could, because we came back far enough. I could probably put 1 there. But then, so 1, 2, 3. If I put 1 there, and then one there. But we'll also be doing life stuff. Recently bought a new house, so there's always things around the house that I like to do. kind of a do-it-yourself kind of guy. So we will be showing different things, different life things. I think the next project we're going to be working on around the house is we're going to be trying to do a fire pit in the backyard. Been wanting a fire pit for a while now, and now that I actually have a yard to do one in, we'll be setting that up here shortly. Right now it's like 30 degrees outside, and the toddler doesn't really like the cold weather, so we're kind of stuck indoors. But as it warms up here in the next couple of weeks, because where I live, it is bipolar with the weather, and one day it's 80 degrees, and the next day it's 10 degrees. So, as it gets warmer, we'll be venturing outside. We'll do some videos outside with that. All right, so let's see. So crimson fungus, crimson roots, and then what is it? Crimson vines. So that's what I'm thinking. So if I do crimson roots, crimson fungus, crimson vines, so do those three that way. So let's put one more cell in this way. Now, we will be playing other games other than Minecraft. Um, I play Call of Duty. Is one of the games I like to play. Trying to get into the new Battlefield. Like I said, I'm a little old school. I like the last Battlefield game I played was Battlefield 3 or 4. I can't remember. I think it was Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4. Whichever was a really good one that they dropped a few years ago. Really loved the gameplay on that one. It wasn't as low key as Call of Duty is. The action was smoother. The gun mechanics were somewhat more realistic, and bullet damage was more realistic. I kind of like that over having the Call of Duty style, which is spray and pray and all that. So let's see here. What are we poking into? Looks like we got a cave right here. Let's see if this is the cave where the flowers are. Nope. This is just a spaghetti cave. But it's good to know that this is back here because we can't go too much further back. So this will have to be the last. This right here will be the last cell, the last storage cell. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we'll go ahead and mark that as the end. And we'll take some of this stone and fill this back in. And just do a little terraforming so that we can... There we go. Meant to put that there. And jump. Alright, now these stone pillars will probably change out with some spruce wood. As we get more into the decorating phase here. Right now I wanna kind of flesh out roughly what I'm looking for as far as space wise. So that way I know what kind of room I have to play with. But I also want to make sure that we have enough storage for all the items that are going to be outputted by these farms. Alright, and let's jump and jump. Jump and jump and jump. All right, fine. Be that way. Okay, so let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's going to be crimson. Now, should we do crimson on this side, warped on that side, and then, or should we do warped crimson and then flowers, moss? We should probably do flowers and moss on this back wall, because that's going to be multiple. That's going to be multiple items, and I think it'd be better if we did it that way. So let's go ahead and so crimson, and then this will be that'll be a farm. So let's go over to this side, and we'll start working our way this way. So now that we okay, so that, and then nope, I hear a zombie. Now I know there. Oh, I hear water too. But we'll be playing other games other than Minecraft, so don't worry. You won't have to be bored out of your mind listening to me spiel on about Minecraft. We'll get some action play going here. Maybe tomorrow we'll download Battlefield 2042, and maybe we'll do some campaign runs on that. We'll see what the campaign looks like on that if you haven't seen it already. And you can watch me as I fumble with the first-person shooter again, because it's been a hot minute since I have played one. We were playing zombies before the Caves and Cliffs updates dropped, but like I said, playing Call of Duty is a whole lot different from Battlefield, mechanics-wise. I feel like you can be not the greatest of first-person shooters and still be pretty good at Call of Duty. Just because it's kind of like spray and pray. And this is cell 2. Okay, so this will be... So we'll do crimson over there, warped over here. And then we'll do flowers and moss stuff on the backside here. I know Fuzzy Logic is chomping at the bit. He's been looking for getting the moss farm up and going because he needs moss to do some of his builds. So that's kind of what we'll be working on intermittently through the day. We'll probably take a break here. What time is it? It's 11 o'clock. We'll probably run this for another hour, and then we'll take a break. So I can go fix Charlie some lunch. We'll probably be doing mac and cheese or ramen noodles today. We're not for sure, but all depends upon what the toddler's wanting. And then we'll probably come back around 1:30, and we'll do do another couple of hours, finish digging this out, and then just talking over the plan. We'll probably have to go resource mining, but I'll do that off camera. And then we'll come back later on tonight, probably 9:30, 10 o'clock tonight, and we'll do from like 9-ish, 10-ish to midnight, 1 o'clock. Hopefully finalizing everything, putting the farms in, making sure we have all the hoppers and the redstone and everything else. But like I said, I'll do a lot of that resource mining so you guys don't have to be bored watching it. Because I know brick breaking can get boring from time to time. But we'll get that done off screen while and then we can go from there and put another torch there. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. So this is the last cell. I don't think the I don't think when you bone meal crimson or warped nylium, if it drops anything other than the roots, the vines, and the mushrooms. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments so I can make sure my information's good here. Because while I'm not a tutorial man, I do like making sure that I give all the right information. I don't like looking like an idiot, and I don't want to give you guys bad information, especially if you're just getting into Minecraft for the first time and you're not quite sure how everything works. I've been playing Minecraft since the early days of 360 when they first ported over. I did start out on the PC, Minecraft on the PC, way back when. Used to watch Mumbo Jumbo a lot. He was very informative in my early Minecrafting days, trying to do the 3x3 doors and all that stuff. And I think we just poked through, if I remember correctly. Yep. So this is actually right underneath. Ow. This is actually right underneath of the will you stop? Right underneath of the smoker array. So this is actually pretty good. Alright, so let's go ahead and wall that back up. We'll have to deal with that man later, I'm sure. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's get this out of here, because coal is a thing. This is kind of why I use my silk touch so much. I like to silk touch everything, mostly because we use a lot of smooth stone, a lot of the natural stone in our builds, and it's easier to smooth stone it or natural stone it, and then come back if you need to and hit it with a regular pickaxe to get the. Okay. Yeah, so we're not gonna do that. I don't know. Should I put cells in this way? I don't know. Alright, so let's see here. If I did a cell there, and I did a cell there, then that would be a cell. That would be a cell. Minecraft is the one thing where you can measure once and cut 500 times and don't have to worry about it because you can go back and just fill it in. And you're not losing anything. You can't really do that in real life. So let's see, that's one cell, that's two. Okay, so 2, 3. Okay, so one more. 1, 2, 3. And then we can leave this area open. Yeah. Maybe what we can do is we'll put a bubble column in. Maybe put 2 bubble columns in, because 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. No? Okay. Alright, maybe not. Okay. Alright. Fuzzy's always getting on me because he's kind of a precise kind of guy. So he always gets on me when I do shit and it's like out of whack and it's not on the same level. Alright, so each one of these 3x are going to be storage. We're going to need a lot of glowstone, so we're going to have to go to the nether. And then we need stairs to come down. And then we'll have to do the floor. We're going to need lots of chests, lots of hoppers. Now, trying to figure out, should we see the farm? Do we need to see the farms, or do I just need to put like a starting button here and a starting button here? So one farm does the flower fungus farm, and then the moss farm over there. Or should I do this hallway and then have it so that you can actually see the farms working? I don't know. Let's think on that. Because I don't think we really need to see the farms. There's not a whole lot that the farms are doing, and with Silent Whisper's design, really, it's ugly. It's not pretty. It's functional. There's a difference between pretty and functional. And because his designs are the way he does his designs, they're more functional. I don't really think we need to look at them. So really it would be better just to have the storage, and then we can hide the farms behind the storage. I think that's what we'll do. So let's go ahead and punch our way through here. We'll come back another couple of blocks here. Alright, so this is the front face. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would give us 25 chests. A break. Ooh. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is the cave, our overlook cave. Alright, so that's going to be fun to work around. Let's see here. Yep, that is our overlook cave. Okay. We're gonna have to do some pillaring and stuff because this cave is really big. Oh. But it's a good thing we're getting all this natural stone, because then we can just tie that back into it and not really lose anything. So let me go ahead and punch our way this way. See what we're working with here. Figure out what we're going to have to do to be self-sustaining. I hear water. We know there's a zombie back here somewhere. And we're probably going to have to go get some... Alright, so... Alright, so that'll be that. And then... That's how tall we're going to need. Nope. Go back there. Now, I'm not quite sure about a color scheme yet for this area. We've kind of stuck with spruce and jungle wood for floors, and dark oak and deep slate and copper. We're trying to do like a steampunkish vibe, so maybe we might do some dark oak floor and some black stone and deep slate pillars, maybe. So it's easy to poke through this way and just kind of set up your rough height and then come through and just meet up. So that way you're not going too far, but you're going far enough. And then just come through and clean it up a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna have to go get some torches so we can light this area up. It's getting a little bit much. So I'll take this all the way up here. Now, the one thing about doing Twitch feeds is I can't really time-lapse anything. So we're kind of stuck watching me break millions and millions of bricks as we try to do these projects. Now, what I can do though is, as I load these up to YouTube, I can actually edit the videos a little bit, put some time lapses in certain sections, so we can actually get this stuff done. But I do appreciate you guys hanging around, listen to me babble on a little bit here. But let's get this brick stuff done and start working on some storage. Oh, looks like we're full up. Oh, it looks like Mr. Beefy's joined us today. He was one of the guys that we went into the Ender Dragon with last night. We all earned the achievement together. That was nice. Miscalculated. This one. Okay. Now we will be starting a Patreon account, and what that will do is that will allow, if you subscribe, that will allow you to join us on our Let's Play world here on our own server. So that way, if you wanted to, you guys could actually join us. Yeah, we'll leave that. So 2, 3, 4. I know some people like to get involved. Probably have a couple of different tiers, which will allow you some different access. You know, you guys know how it works. I'm sure you all watch Prowl and Mumbo and Hermits and Truly Bedrock and all those other guys. It's kind of how we all work. We all do the same thing, but differently. Okay. Okay. Alright guys, probably gonna go for another 20 minutes and then we will be taking a break. Probably, yeah, that should get us, we should be able to get this cleaned out so that we can figure out how much room we got to work with. And then when I come back at, let's go ahead and call it 2 o'clock. I'll come back at 2 o'clock and we'll run for an hour and a half. Hopefully by then I will have some plans and resources figured out. We'll have some stuff marked out on the floor with wool, and we'll get to building. And then I think maybe tomorrow we'll play some Call of Duty. We'll get in some zombie action tomorrow. You can watch me do some zombie action tomorrow. We'll do that first thing in the morning. Probably won't be a lot of commentary. mostly because um, I have to share a space with my wife who works from home from Wednesday from Wednesday to Saturday. She works from home, and we kind of share a space. So I will probably not have commentary unless I'm getting my butt kicked. Otherwise, it'll just be some fast action gameplay. Maybe if I get a little bit more interaction on the chat, I will try to maybe have a little bit more commentary. But we'll kind of just go silent for tomorrow morning, and we'll play some Call of Duty Zombies. I have not messed with the new Vanguard yet. Don't know if I really want to. If you guys say, "Hey, get into it. It's pretty good," I might. I might be willing to listen to somebody if somebody wants the action. But we'll probably just stick with the regular Call of Duty Zombies from Cold War Zombies, and then maybe next week I'll download Battlefield 2042. And we'll do a couple of gameplays with that as we try to figure out what that's all about. And we'll go from there. And then we'll come back to Minecraft. So, as you can tell, I love the cave generation. The cave generation is amazing on some of this stuff. You remember the old days of Minecraft where it was like, you had a block, but there was nothing there. There was no like depth or feel to it. Now there's a lot of depth and feel to the caves, and it really adds a whole nother dimension to Minecraft, I believe. Ooh, it got dark. I'm scared of the dark. Okay, there we go. Whew. Alright. Alright, so let's go ahead and finish killing this cube, and then we'll have to mend up again. So if you haven't noticed, I have these durability meters on. It's part of that Prowl download, Prowl resource pack download. But what it will do is, if you pick it up, you notice in the right hand corner up there, it says durability 1335. So that basically it's a block counter. It'll tell you how many blocks you roughly have before it breaks. And if you notice, I have netherite with silk touch, unbreaking 3, efficiency 5, and mending. So it's a little bit easier, especially when you get going on a project and you're not really paying attention. Better than just the little red bar that they give you. Because netherite tools are not easy to come by anymore. And you definitely don't want to put all the experience points into something and then have it break on you because you're not paying attention to what you're doing. You're just mindlessly mining. And then next thing you know, you look down and you're like, oh, no, it's the last brick. And blink, there goes your tool. So I definitely love that. So like I said, shout out to Prowl. You have to get on his Discord channel, though, to get it. But it is free to download once you join his Discord. Discord's also free. So by all means, I like plugging away Minecrafters who are, just like me, starting out first time trying to make a go of this as a career, as a professional YouTuber or Twitcher. I don't know. Are we Twitchers? Are we tweakers? What do we call ourselves? All right, so that's all cleaned out, and then we'll obviously have to push that back a little bit more. Because we got this, what, here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we'll have to push back 9 more blocks that way. And then doing these over here is going to be a little bit more difficult. Just because we have the wool farm up here. And I don't want to punch into that. So we only have, we're going to have some limited storage on this side. But that's okay. That's okay. We'll figure that out. And if I have to, I'll have to change the design, and we won't put storage over here. Or we'll only put half the storage. Instead of doing 25, we'll do 10. Maybe only take it 3 to maybe 15. So we should do 30 and 15. I don't know, we'll figure it out. So, alright. And then we'll have to figure out, let's go ahead and dump this stuff here. Alright. And I have to get some. I think we got some lanterns up here. I think that's what I'll do. I'll get some lanterns. Nope, not that one. There they are, up there in the corner. Should we get the lanterns? Or should we go with... Okay, so I got some of that. Okay, I could have sworn I had some more torches running around here somewhere. Alright, I guess not. I am completely disorganized. I do have some glowstone, so that's good. And we got some redstone, so we can make redstone lamps. We're gonna need a lot of those. We're gonna need some comparators and some repeaters. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that'll work. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright. I have to take some of this redstone here. Oh, no, that's the lapis. Some of this redstone here. We're going to have to put it on the floor. And we're going to have to fortune it. And then we take that and make some more. And we'll drop down these lanterns while we're down here. Just put the lanterns up here like so. Okay, so I'm gonna hold off on doing storage on this side. I might just do some chests. And we'll leave the automated storage to this side. And then poke that, poke that. So the first chest goes down here. That's the one that doesn't give you a reading. So basically it's a dummy chest. And then so chest, and then hopper, and then another chest. You'll see as I build it. I'll build one, and then we'll just mirror that like 25 times. And then we'll go up from there. Yeah, I think we'll put this will be the main electrical corridor. And then we'll have the farms back here. And then we'll have just the turn on, so that way we don't run them all the time. Even though the way I have to admit, the way they're designed, they're self-running. So you don't have to worry about running out of bone meal or whatever have you. It's perpetual. It's a perpetual motion. Once you start it, it's ready to go. So that's it's kind of cool. I really need to see what they output. Alright, what else? Oh, we need some spruce. We'll go ahead and get some of that. Make some jungle. We gotta chop down some jungle wood. Let's see if we got any jungle wood in our wood chest over here. Yeah, looks like we got a stack. And then we'll take a couple of stacks of spruce. And that's all oak. And then let's take some dark oak down there and see what dark oak looks like on the floor. We put jungle wood through everything else. I don't know why somebody put oak slab in there. We put jungle wood through everything else. I don't know if I really want to do jungle wood down here. We'll kind of see what the dark oak looks like down here. So my plan is to do half slab floor. So that stops the mobs from spawning down here. Even though we're gonna light it up pretty good. I'm trying to see. See, I like the dark oak floor. Yeah, I think we're gonna do dark oak. We're gonna do dark oak down here, just to kind of break it up a little bit. We'll let's take some of this jungle wood here, and we'll make some jungle wood. We'll do some stairs. So we don't have to keep jumping up and down. So we'll go ahead and and that ties that in. Now, I think I'm going to do stone stairs up there. Just trying to figure out if I need to kick it back one. When I come down here. No. Yeah. Oh. Bye, Mr. Beefy. Yeah, that works out. That works out good. Alright, so let's take some of this stone here and we'll make some stone stairs. And we'll put these. Do upside down stairs. Here, 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 here. Here, 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 here. Here, 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 here. Here, 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 here. And I'm out. Okay, need to make more. Okay. And here, 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 here. And here, 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 here. Boom. Alright, and we'll just clean these up here. Boom. And boom. And boom. Beautiful. Beautimus. Okay, so one thing I like to do, since light can be transmitted through these blocks, one thing I noticed that kind of helps out when you're trying to keep mobs from spawning and you don't want to put torches all over the place. So what I do is I go through and I put glowstone or any other lighting source and put it under the stairs. Works good with half slabs too. So that way your stairs are lit up, but you don't have the torches hanging around on the sides, which I always thought looked kind of cheesy. Just grab this. Wow, that block did not want to break. Alright, come on. And then we'll just fill this back in. We don't want any weird sounds coming from the walls. No Edgar Allan Poe's here. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, that's looking good. That's looking good. And then we'll take... Now, let's take some of this spruce wood here. And some of this dark oak. And... if I change this out... do the spruce... and then we'll do some dark oak. See, that's kind of dark. Like even stripping it is still kind of dark. I like it, but it is a little dark. Just want to do something different other than the jungle wood. Ah, I know what we can do. What we'll do is we'll do a border just to spruce it up a little bit. We'll do a dark oak border, and then we can come back and put in our jungle wood. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. We'll do that. Yeah. Yeah, I could get behind that. Just to kind of break it up a little bit, because we have no room separation here except for the stone, which I really should probably change. I should probably change this to stone, so that way it breaks going into the stairs. Like change this out to stone, change this out to stone. This is how it goes in Minecraft. You do something, and then you look at it and you look at it and you look at it, and then you're like, it just doesn't look right. And then you go through and you change it. Boom. And boom. So now there's a little bit of a separation. So this is a room, and then you have the stairs that lead down, and then the dark oak transition will lead into this is a room. You know, versus what we got going on up here. See, it just goes right into, and that's right into. I started doing this as a separator, just to break it up a little bit, because if you use the same floor throughout, it just kind of bleh. Like, I'm thinking I might change these stairs out and put something else in. But we did this just to kind of break it up. Because you want to break up your floors. You don't want them to be all the same all the way through. And I gotta finish. There's so many projects. We have so many projects to do. We'll have content for days. Content for days. And it's dark outside. Alright, so let's see. Nope, we're the only ones, so let's go ahead and sleep. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, So let's go take a look at the village real quick, because I don't think we kind of did that yesterday. So let's go over there. We'll take a quick look at the village. Let's take a look at the barn first. We'll show you the observatory. Kind of give you a picture of what we got going over here. So this is actually our community area. This is kind of what we're building right now. So over there is where we will be having our villager trading. What we're going to do is set it up so that in each building you're going to have 2 or 3 of a certain profession, so you can get good trades. And then there's going to be Blackmore Keep, which is going to be right up there. It'll definitely be sticking out. And then over here we have Graymore Observatory. And then we'll go up there and we'll take a look, but you can kind of see what we're going with here. And this is our barn with the storm cellar. But I've got to move some saddles over here. We'll be setting this up. This is going to be a water trough here. We're going to be setting this up so that when you come into the community area, you'll be able to grab a horse, grab a mule, kind of, get some supplies before you head out into the wilderness. That is 1.18. And you won't be naked and afraid. We got some jungle trees going here. This is temporary. This is not a permanent setup. Although we might leave it. I don't know. It's just, I think it's a little close to the tower, so I might terraform a little bit of this and push it back a little bit, and then we might just set it up so that we'll have dark oak trees, jungle trees, spruce wood trees, and have it ready to go for whoever wants it. And then when you cut one down, you just plant a new one. So, but we want it so that you can come into the community and your first couple of days are not going to be death. And you don't have to do dirt hut living. Alright, so this is the observatory. And if you come in here, we have just some bookcases, just some nice stuff. And then if you come up here, just hug the wall because we haven't finished everything yet. This is where our AFK Fisher sits. And it does its thing. This is also a JC Plays design. Or not JC Plays. Who did this one? I can't remember. I think Fuzzy found it, but I don't remember who he said it was. And then we kind of get a nice overlook here of what we got going on. I'd like to see some more glass, but it is what it is. So with the new copper blocks, in case you didn't know, they go through this change where they can go from this deep dark green, kind of like the prismarine blocks, and then they have a couple of phases in between, and then if you left trigger on the Xbox, it's left trigger, you can actually bring it back to straight copper. And then once you pick what you want, you can then add beeswax to it and it will stay that. It'll, whatever color transition you want it to stay at. So if I want that to be that color copper, I hit it with the beeswax and it will stay there. If I want to leave this one in the transitional green, I hit it with beeswax and it will stay there. So I really like this new copper block. I just kind of wish we could have gotten this texture in, like this is the full block and then this is a full cut block. I wish we could have gotten this texture in a half slab where it would have cut it in half and you still had the green the two little bolts. I would have really liked that. But it is what it is. Maybe we'll get it going. We'll get it sometime. All right. So got about 7 minutes before we call it quits for right now. So let's head over to the village. Let's go this way. Oop, ow. Feather falling is nice. Alright, so let's head over here to the village. We kind of got big plans. This is, like I said, this is going to be a community server. I forget who we're hosted by right now, but it'll come to me again. But the actual spawn area is right here. This is where you spawn into the world. So we'll have a couple of different things going on here. Welcoming board, telling you all about the server, blah blah blah. And then if you follow the path, this will lead you into the village. And there is a little bit of lore behind Blackmore Cape. It's been around a while. I think what I want to do, though, is tie the storyline into the 119 with the deep cities and the warden. It looks like Fuzzy's got all his trees and stuff. Now this is on this seed, which we'll leave in the description. This seed populated this village right here. We haven't really done anything to it. We haven't torn anything down. We haven't fixed anything. All we did was we added some fields here, and Fuzzy put in a automatic pumpkin melon thing. It works, kind of. As you know, with Bedrock, you got that 4-chunk render. So if you're out of the 4-chunk distance, nothing works. So that's kind of what we got going on here. But eventually, all the stock village buildings are going to be redone and turned into nice village buildings. And we have this nice organic wall that's going to be going around the whole entire... No! Okay, so this is what happens when you don't wear your leather boots, people. You fall through the snow. And if it's deep, deep snow, you can die from it. So, just like having a gold helmet in the nether helps protect you from the piglins, leather boots will help protect you from deep, deep snow. Oh, it's getting dark out. But anyways, we have a nice wall. We'll be... No. Ah. Whew. And this is just our storage area. We're working as we work on the keep, which we have laid the foundation for, and we have cut out the mountain where it's going to be. So this granite right here is just the foundation tracing. We still got a lot of resources to get before we can do that. But it will hang in this area right here. And then we will be using probably... I don't know which one I'm going to use, but I'm probably going to use... this area right here. And let's see if that melts snow. Like the torches do. So if you hadn't noticed, torches will melt a 3x3 area in snow. I don't know if lanterns will do it. That's kind of why I put that lantern down there, just to see if it'll melt the snow. So if you're working in a snowy area, just FYI, if you need to... Oh, look. It does. Alright, so that's cool. If you need to... Ooh, hey, look. A little X-ray glitch. If you need to melt snow in your work area, put down some lanterns and some torches. Just kind of spam the area. That way you can work unhindered. Because let me tell you, trying to do all this work and you got snow in the way, it really is a pain in the butt. Because you gotta go out and you gotta actually shovel the snow before you can actually do anything. Ugh. It's like real life. I play Minecraft so I don't have to do real life. But, alright guys, it's 12 o'clock, so I'm going to call it here. And like I said, we'll be back. I'm going to do some offline resource mining. And we'll be back around 2 o'clock, alright? Thank you for viewing. Like and subscribe so we can keep doing this. And I will catch you guys on the flip side.